All right, Kenman here, and I'm back. Woo! I tell you what, I had some tooth problems, cracked an old crown, and it got infected, and I had to take care of it. Sorry, I've been kind of laying low on the channel for a bit. Maybe the videos might be a little, you could tell I'm sore. But we're doing good now, getting back in business. Take care of your teeth, everyone. I got out of my extraction surgery and looked down the way, and Sportsman's Warehouse, yeah, they got knives. Yeah, I stopped and bought something. Why wouldn't I? Let's get into it. I mean, I was struggling, having some problems, and then it was like, oh, look, I can buy a knife before I go home. Why wouldn't I? Crickets, CRKT, bag on the floor. I had not been into Sportsman's Warehouse in a while. They actually had a decent enough selection. I couldn't really talk. My mouth was full of gauze, and I was kind of little out of it still, so I didn't really take any video when I was there. Maybe next time I go back, if anyone's interested, comment below. We'll go do a little walkthrough of what they have available at Sportsman's Warehouse. But anyway, they did have a few things on sale, and you know I like a good sale. I like a knife that's good for a customization. What do we got? CRKT, the Delineation, designed by Eric Oakes. Ball bearing pivot, high carbon stainless steel. You're like, ooh, that doesn't sound good. They actually say on the back, though, frame lock, lifetime warranty. Attention, for the safety of our customers, no returns are accepted. Huh, never seen that before. All right, assisted smooth opening. Here it is. 8CR13 MOV and a stainless steel handle. Shut up, Kenman. Get it out of the pack. This is my new method of opening these. It's called the bend and tear. Never really a big fan of the blister packs, but that seems to work, right? All right, package. Well, maybe I'll leave this here in case I need to reference. Here we go. The CRKT, or you say cricket or CRKT? Delineation. So there is an assisted opening. There it is. Let's check this thing out. All right, boom. Should be an easy open with that flipper tab. Smaller knife, I can tell right away my pinky wants to fall off the end, but there is this forward choke up spot, which then gives you enough purchase on the back that it feels solid. Does feel almost a little slick. That stainless handle. Can you say Kenman laser mark custom? Maybe a laser mark and an acid etch on the blade or something like that. Comment below, what would you like to see? Nice little blue accent right there. We can get a really nice looking black mark on this stainless. We could even do something on the blade, or maybe just acid etch the blade. All right, let's get a feel for it. So you got to get used to that assisted opening. I'm not usually a fan of the assisted. Oh, look, they got blue on the spacers as well. That's a nice little accent color, right? But that flipper tab seems to work really good. I'll put my thumb right on the lock bar, try to lock it up, and it still flips out, so no issue there. Sometimes as a lefty, if you're holding it and you put pressure on that lock bar, it puts that pressure against the blade and then it doesn't want to open. But this one, I can push right on it, right up at the top, and the assist just helps fire it out, so that's not an issue. Actually, it's got some pretty good action on it. Feel like it could be just a little tighter right there, but you got to reach in there to do that. Not so bad. I like the blade shape. Get that point right in there nice and close. Little hollow grind. 8CR13 isn't, you know, top notch, but this was cheap. These were half price. So this was a $59.99 price tag at Sportsman's Warehouse, on sale for $30. So as I said, I sometimes can't beat a good sale. $30. Plus we can do a customization to it, maybe use it as a giveaway or something at some point. What kind of pattern are we looking for on here? I did notice, I've been thinking about doing this for a while, but notice on the packaging it's got the topography kind of map lines. I've seen that quite a few times before. Maybe I'll do that on this. Just a nice little topography lake map, elevation map. You know, this feels all right. I never actually, I don't know how this one, yeah, because it's more on the budget side, I guess. It's like, how did this get under my radar? I tend to look at all the models of the companies that I've got and tend to recognize things. Got a little lanyard hole right there. Oh, excuse me. No jimps whatsoever. Feels a little bit slick. You know me, I'd love a good stack of jimps across the top of that. Nothing would make me happier. Blade is right in the center. We'll see if when we take it apart, if I can actually redo that. Sometimes when you have that assisted opening, that spring puts that pressure, makes it a little bit more difficult to get the blade centered. But if it's centered when you get it, generally if you take it apart, you should be able to get it back the way it was, as long as you put everything back the way it was. Enjoy my unboxings. If so, hit that like button. Subscribe if you would like to see more. Blade is, I feel just the tiniest. I might be able to tighten that up. Might not make a difference. It looks like it's not an assist or a captive pivot. That did it though. Just needed a little teeny tightening. Now it is solid. See how much more tight it made this though. Still fine. Blade is still centered. So yeah, not bad. Blade is solid. Clip cannot be swapped to the other side. It's got one of those tiny lanyard holes that if you want to put a lanyard on there, you can't pre-tie it. Or if you pre-tie it, you'd have to rip the inside out to get it thin enough to get through there. For the lanyard, Edyards lovers out there. Actually, this feels all right. I think when I polish this turd up a little bit, and it's not really a turd though. This is a little bit higher grade, gold-plated turd. We can still polish it up a little bit, KDK style. I do like the blade shape and that hollow grind right there. It does feel good. Minimal branding. CRKT on that side. The Oaks design. And then a little number there. Could have left that one off. I like a nice clean look. Boom. All right. Let's check it out. Here we go. Not too large. 6 3/4 end to end. 3-inch on the blade. 3 1/4 to there, but basically about a 3-inch blade with a 2 5/8 cutting surface with a very slight curve on the belly. And not quite 4. We're looking at 3 7/8 on the handle. Kind of a smaller size, but chunky on this blade. 0.12. The 1-2 carries all the way out to there, and then you got that hollow grind shaving up at this angle and down. Kind of like the way that angle looks on there. And handle is 0.44 thick, 9.9 at the thickest spot, and 0.76 in the middle. 0.94. We are almost dead. I have been saying that for about 30 some videos. If you know how many videos, comment below. How many more are we going to get before it totally dies? I am not changing the battery until it does. Where is it? There we go. Get my scale out. It's like, why isn't it resetting? It's like, oh, you got to set it down. It doesn't reset when it's in your hand. 3.67, a little heavier for, it seems small. Almost seems a little heavy at that size. 3.67 for the pyrite. Literally almost identical to the weight of a pyrite. I guess. I would have assumed it to be just a little bit smaller than that. Sorry, I don't have a lot of my stuff out. I'm getting ready to go on my fishing trip. I'm kind of trying to catch up quick before I leave. Fun live videos and stuff coming soon on the trip. Stay tuned for that. So the CJRB Pyrite is a great little button lock, EDC, solid, not quite full size, great daily carry. Awesome knife. Many different versions available. It is just a little bit bigger than the Delineation. We've got a 1/4 inch here, maybe an 1/8 right there. Ultimately, not quite, a little bit step down from a mid to close to full size. Mid to close to smaller than not quite full size is what I'll call it. Fair enough? Fair enough. We can do a little test on this 8CR, see how well it holds up. Holds up. Does feel nice. See how long that edge retains itself. Overall, though, this is not a bad little, maybe not for 60 bucks, but for 30. That half price sale kind of really kicks this one into a different category. Kind of a nice little beater one, something that you could throw in your tackle box or in your glove box. It's just a spare. I know a lot of us, you guys like much more expensive knives. I've got, shoot, of course I fail it. I've got my nicer Flytanium Arcade on me today. So I get it when you got these less than stellar assisted opening, lower blade steel. Some people aren't as interested, but I like customizing. I like looking at everything that there is to offer in our knife community. Pretty fun community, a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, this one's all right. If it's still on sale and you're interested, I almost would recommend this. Comment below again if you want to see a topography type of a laser mark or some acid etch or both, or what you want to see, maybe something completely different. I am open to options. It will be happening soon. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.